how three revolutions toppled the studios, minted blockbusters, and crowned streaming, rewriting Hollywood's global power play. From Los Angeles to New York, antitrust cracks studio power as television storms the living room. In Hollywood, Paramount faces 1948's reckoning that will unbolt its theaters from its films. Studios bundle hits with filler, forcing exhibitors to buy blind and pay up. Warner in Burbank fights the tide, but the court is rewriting the rules. MGM in Culver City leans on Lowe's in New York. The chain is its crown jewel. The real balance sheet is theaters. Roughly 94% of assets sit in exhibition. Fox in Century City reads the room. Divestments loom before widescreen glory. RKO in Hollywood blinks first under Hughes, prying open the system. Universal in Universal City braces to pivot from a vanishing safety net. Columbia stays scrappy in Hollywood, distributing hard without a captive circuit. United Artists in Beverly Hills runs light, ready to back independence over owning lots. 1948, Washington. The Supreme Court bans block booking and targets studio-owned theaters. Coast to coast, RKO splits pictures and theaters as Paramount spins off United Paramount Theaters. Paramount's divestiture lands New Year's Eve 1949, a clean break in Hollywood history. MGM finally severs from Lowe's, ending a pillar of vertical control. RKO unravels, its library sold, and its studio quiet by decade's end. UA under Krim and Benjamin funds independence, proving you can be major without a lot. NBC in New York links the nation nightly. A rival screen is born. CBS expands from radio to primetime TV, siphoning attention from downtown marquees. ABC hustles for affiliates, turning living rooms into America's new box office. TV households rocket from thousands to tens of millions by the mid-50s, a tidal shift in time spent. A 1950 living room glows blue. Convenience beats the drive downtown. After a 1946 peak, box office falls hard. Regular moviegoing halves by the late 50s. Studio polling shows homes with TV cut movie trips 20 to 30%. Suburbs, hobbies, and home comfort pull audiences from city theaters. Blacklists freeze risk-taking in 1951 to 1953, just as innovation is needed most. United Artists pushes Buona Devil. 3D novelty buys time against TV. Warner's House of Wax adds spectacle and stereo to lure crowds back. Universal's Creature from the Black Lagoon splashes 3D chills into matinees. New York Cinerama wraps audiences with a 3-projector curve and carnival scale. Inside of Cinerama Auditorium, size itself becomes the show. Fox's The Robe debuts CinemaScope, widescreen drama without the Cinerama circus. Color and stereo promise a premium night out beyond black and white TV. MGM's Ben-Hur bets on chariots and scale to outshine the sofa. In Burbank, Disney treats television as a partner, not a plague. Disneyland on ABC sells a park, a brand, and the next film slate every week. Desilu in Hollywood becomes TV's factory floor under Ball and Arnaz. Desilu buys the old RKO lot and turns film stages into television workhorses. Pre-1948 film libraries move to networks, filling schedules and studio coffers. Politics ends theater monopolies. Economics see TV and suburbs drain attendance. Culture leans on widescreen and new alliances to reposition film. Blockbusters arrive, built for wide release, franchised worlds, and effects that justify a crowd. Universal's Jaws turns a troubled ocean shoot into summer's first must-see event. Primetime TV ads, plus about 450 screens, rewrite the opening playbook. Big weekend one grosses become headlines that sell week two. In Marin, Lucasfilm readies a universe, not just a movie. Star Wars lights the fuse in 1977, creating global fandom and year-long runs. Fox distributes the phenomenon, then learns the real fortune is what follows. Merchandising flips the math. Toys and licenses outlive the theatrical run. ILM in San Rafael scales invention into a repeatable craft. Miniatures and motion control put X-Wings in formation and audiences in awe. Paramount's Raiders proves pulp adventure can franchise into decades. Fox's Alien fuses dread and design, birthing a durable sci-fi horror line. Aliens escalates scale and sets the modern sequel blueprint. Warner's Batman makes a logo into a juggernaut and a summer into a season. Soundtracks, merch, and sequels get planned as a system, not a bet. From Tokyo, Sony sets its sights on Culver City. Sony buys Columbia in Culver City, marrying hardware ambition to Hollywood IP. Terminator 2's liquid metal morphs VFX standards overnight. Jurassic Park's digital dinosaurs make CGI photoreal and bankable. Titanic turns effects into emotion and becomes a worldwide ritual. The Matrix's bullet time rewrites action language for the digital age. From Kansas City, AMC's multiplex math multiplies screens without multiplying staff. U.S. screens surge from the late 80s to 2000, enabling true wide release. Accessibility rules make many sub-299 seat rooms economical, shaping the megaplex. A glowing lobby sells choice, snacks, and a calendar of events. From Dallas, Blockbuster makes the living room a second-run theater. A wall of tapes keeps films earning long after opening night. Home video overtakes tickets. Theatrical becomes the launch, not the finish. Episode 1 nudges theaters toward digital, even at steep early costs. At roughly $150,000 per screen, adoption waits for a must-have. In the toy aisle, IP proves it can mint value far beyond screens. Politics sees tech firms buy into studios. Economics shift to wide releases and home video. Culture crowns franchises that fuel lifelong fandom. The streaming wars begin as Silicon Valley tilts distribution toward apps. In Los Gatos, Netflix starts with mail but aims for on-demand. The red envelope trains subscribers to think subscription, not transaction. Postage yields to bitrate. Instant queues change how and when we watch. House of Cards premieres everywhere at once and proves prestige can be streamed. Orange is the New Black cements the binge as a habit, not a novelty. Seattle's Amazon bundles video with shipping to lock in households. Cupertino's Apple TV Plus buys stars and polish to lift services. Burbank's Disney pulls its crown jewels into Disney Plus. A family home screen becomes Disney's direct-to-consumer storefront. Bundling Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus deepens retention. Disney shares pop on November 2019 launch, then whipsaw through the pandemic. The rental king shudders as streaming eats the aisle. Warner tests premium video on demand and day-and-date breaking old taboos. Windows compress to meet audiences sooner, sometimes the same day. Warner Brothers Discovery forms to bulk up for platform-era scale. HBO Max and Discovery Plus collapse into Max, one app, broader slate. Paramount Global chases scale while legacy TV softens. Skydance brings capital and franchise DNA to the fight. In Los Angeles, Skydance and Paramount combine, a new flag on the lot. The Max app on your phone showcases consolidation in your palm. From San Bruno, YouTube becomes Gen Z's default screen. Shorts flood phones with vertical stories and endless scroll. 500,000 hours uploaded daily dwarfs every streamer's library. In Beijing, iQIYI fuels China's streaming-first content boom. Shenzhen's Tencent Video scales domestic hits to massive audiences. Squid Game rockets from Korea to global water cooler, no borders required. Vernacular originals across India unlock vast regional markets. China's domestic output overtakes as local hits and animation reset records. With growth slowing, Netflix adds ads to open a new revenue lane. An ads-supported tier trades time for a lower bill and wider reach. Netflix stock slides in 2022, then stabilizes as ads and discipline kick in. ILM's Stagecraft LED volumes let crews shoot distant worlds at home base. Marvel in Burbank stitches films and series into one connected universe. Tax incentives reroute productions to Georgia and Vancouver soundstages. Netflix moves on Warner Brothers Discovery. Consolidation tests digital era antitrust. Expect shorter or even simultaneous theatrical windows as platforms chase convenience. 2025, exhibitors warn that streaming first risks heavy box office losses. A 2025 grid of apps replaces the marquee as the new neighborhood. Politics pushes mega mergers through digital antitrust tests. Economics mix subs, ads, and global originals to fight churn. Culture keeps events in theaters while most stories live at home.